In the fiercely competitive world of Chinese entertainment, where celebrity behavior is scrutinized under a magnifying glass, it takes just a spark to ignite a wildfire. Recently, actress Wang Yibo found herself in the eye of a digital storm, one that catapulted her name to the top of Weibo's trending list, not for her acting performance, but because of her personal admiration for fellow star Wang Yibo. In any other situation, expressing admiration for a peer might be considered harmless, even endearing. But in this case, the context could not have been more combustible. Wang Yibo currently stars as the second female lead in the popular fantasy drama The Longest Promise, opposite the immensely popular Xiao Zhan. The show, already under the spotlight due to its star-studded cast and high production value, has attracted a passionate and at times volatile fanbase. That same fanbase was quick to turn against Wang Yibo when past clips surfaced of her openly fangirling over Wang Yibo, Xiao Zhan's former co-star in the hit series The Untamed. While Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan share a celebrated on-screen history, their respective fandoms have often been at odds, intensifying the reactions to Wang Yibo's perceived lack of loyalty. Wang Yibo, often referred to as a rising little flower in the Chinese entertainment world, has seen her popularity surge over the past few years. Known for her striking beauty, statuesque figure, and steadily improving acting chops, she has secured roles in multiple high-profile dramas, paving the way for what many believed would be a smooth ascent to A-list status. However, as history has repeatedly shown, rapid fame often comes with its own set of challenges. And in Yibo's case, this included the relentless judgment from the online community. The backlash Wang Yibo faces is emblematic of a broader issue in celebrity culture, where personal preferences or harmless remarks can be weaponized by fandoms. The line between private admiration and public endorsement becomes blurred, especially when actors are involved in fandom-dominated projects like The Longest Promise. In Wang Yibo's case, her admiration for Wang Yibo, expressed casually in a variety show long before her casting in The Longest Promise, was viewed by some Xiao Zhan fans as a slight or even betrayal. They interpreted her praise as an act of disloyalty, fueling a frenzy of online harassment that was swift, severe, and largely disproportionate. Moreover, this controversy has unearthed a long-standing tension within Chinese fandom culture, where the fierce loyalty to idols often morphs into a zero-sum game. The idea that an actress cannot appreciate another actor without undermining her co-star reflects a toxic polarity that often punishes women in particular. The discussion around Wang Yibo is no longer just about a comment made on a TV show, it's about power dynamics in fandoms, the fragility of public perception, and how female celebrities often bear the brunt of backlash in male-dominated industry conversations. The reaction from Xiao Zhan's fanbase was immediate and intense. Social media platforms like Weibo were flooded with criticism of Wang Yibo, some calling her unprofessional, others accusing her of riding on Xiao Zhan's popularity while admiring his rival. But the most perplexing part of the backlash was the level of emotional investment fans exhibited, not just in Xiao Zhan's career, but in who he interacts with, both on and off screen. This phenomenon of character ownership, where fans feel a deep personal connection to an idol's on-screen persona, often leads to extreme gatekeeping behavior. Wang Yibo, by simply expressing admiration for another actor, was perceived to have violated this unwritten social contract. To some fans, she was no longer seen as a co-star, but as an outsider infringing upon a sacred space reserved for their idol alone. It didn't help that The Untamed, the drama that propelled both Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo to superstardom, remains a cultural touchstone with an incredibly devoted following. Fans who still hold deep affection for the show project their expectations onto current works, refusing to separate fiction from reality. At the heart of this conflict lies a fundamental misunderstanding of artistic collaboration. Actors, much like professionals in any field, work with different colleagues throughout their careers. The assumption that Wang Yibo's personal preferences should align perfectly with her on-screen roles reflects an unrealistic and, frankly, unhealthy expectation from fans. Such a climate not only stifles creativity but puts undue pressure on actors to maintain a public image tailored to appease their audience at all costs. The controversy surrounding Wang Yibo was not just fueled by fan outrage. It was magnified by sensationalist media headlines and algorithm-driven virality. As netizens dug up old footage of Yibo praising Wang Yibo, media outlets were quick to jump on the narrative, often framing the story in divisive and accusatory language. Headlines like Wang Yibo exposed as Wang Yibo fangirl while co-starring with Xiao Zhan flooded social media feeds, encouraging users to pick a side and escalate the drama further. Such coverage fails to consider the context or timing of her remarks, reducing nuanced situations to clickable controversies. What was once a harmless segment in a variety show became a catalyst for public outrage simply because it was recontextualized in the wrong moment. The media's role in amplifying conflict for engagement not only distorts reality but encourages tribalism among fandoms. Furthermore, the lack of media literacy among some younger fans exacerbates the issue. Without understanding how media frames narratives or how algorithms prioritize inflammatory content, users often accept headlines at face value, responding with knee-jerk emotions rather than reason. This fuels a toxic cycle where outrage becomes currency, and reputations are easily sacrificed in the name of trending metrics. Amid the brewing storm, Xiao Zhan's official fan club issued a rare and timely statement on Weibo. Their message emphasized respect for all cast members involved in The Longest Promise and asked fans to focus on the work rather than personal histories. The statement served as a necessary counterweight to the chaotic narrative unfolding online and was widely praised for its maturity and level-headedness. The move by the fan club was not just a PR strategy, it was a vital intervention that redirected the conversation. In a landscape where fandoms often act as de facto publicists, their tone and approach can heavily influence public discourse. By choosing to de-escalate rather than stoke the fire, Xiao Zhan's team demonstrated a rare awareness of the long-term damage fan wars can inflict, not only on the stars involved but on the projects they're promoting. Moreover, the fan club's response highlighted the importance of separating fiction from reality. In essence, Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo are colleagues brought together by a shared artistic vision. Their professional chemistry should not be derailed by personal fan preferences or historical allegiances. The calm and respectful tone of the fan club's message stood in stark contrast to the hysteria dominating online conversations and served as a reminder of how fandoms can also be forces for good, when guided by empathy and respect. This incident involving Wang Yibo is more than just a fleeting controversy, it's a mirror reflecting the complex and often toxic dynamics within modern Chinese fandom culture. At its core, the situation reveals a troubling trend: the increasing conflation of an actor's personal life with their on-screen roles and public obligations. While passionate fandoms have always existed, the level of intrusion and entitlement has reached new heights in the digital age. Going forward, the industry, and its audience, must find a healthier balance between admiration and obsession. Celebrities, despite their fame, are still individuals entitled to personal tastes, preferences, and friendships. The expectation that an actress must tailor her opinions to appease every fanbase is not only unrealistic but dangerous. It breeds an environment where authenticity is punished, and fear governs every public statement. In Wang Yibo's case, the lesson is clear: transparency and professionalism should outweigh fan-imposed allegiances. The backlash she faced may have been intense, but it also sparked important conversations about the nature of celebrity culture in China, the power of online mobs, and the role of media in shaping public perception. If handled with maturity and support from the industry, this moment could become a turning point, not just for Yibo, but for how the public chooses to engage with its stars. The analysis and opinions in this video are based on publicly available information and do not aim to defame or criticize any individual. All interpretations are offered in the spirit of open dialogue and cultural commentary. Thank you for watching. If you found this video insightful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more in-depth celebrity analyses and entertainment news. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you think fandom culture has gone too far? Leave your comments below and join the conversation.